Okay, now, when we last left off, Blake, our man Blake here, was going to have a showdown with the man in black, or the mysterious stranger that's been following him, that followed him into this world of tiny gunslingers. And we're gonna have a showdown here, but I had some time away. Took about a week. Sorry, this video is a little late, but because I wanted to think about it. I wanted to think about that we don't have much of a second act in this story. We have the beginning, he gets there, there's a conflict at the general store, he takes care of the pretty boy, the henchman of the mysterious stranger, and breaks everything up, and then it kind of gets to this couple, and then he's tracked by the man in black because of his weapon, his dragon insignia on his walnut grip. So why not hold this off? Maybe put this towards the end here, or have an interrupt, a forced interrupt, just to make things interesting. This can go on for maybe one or two scenes. It could be part of this scene and then this scene, and then if I need this one, I'll do that one. But by the time I get to the end here, that will be the finale. But it might be this one. So that's the neat thing about doing this kind of adventure sheet, is that you can kind of hold things off if you feel like things aren't really paced right. So let's do that. Let's give it a try. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have an interrupt before he faces off this stranger. Maybe it could be something with the characters. But let's see what happens. Okay, I'm not going to ask a question. I'm just going to use the cards and see what happens here. Okay, we got an event. I'll use the event focus. Event focus. Introduce a new NPC. Okay. Now, let's see where we're at with... These numbers are kind of small, sorry. So, we're 4 to 9 interrupt anyway. That's cool. So, new NPC enters. We have lie. And then for the action, subject expectations. Feminine, okay. So it could be a female NPC, possibly. Ferociously. So there's a lie, ferociously, a female. So maybe a mysterious woman that's been has some kind of connection to the mysterious stranger in some way. I could ask the question, lying. What would she be lying about? The expectations, ferocious. So I'm gonna make it angry female woman that interrupts. She steps in between. And I'll only pick another card. I'll ask a question. Is she connected to the mysterious stranger, man in black? Now the chaos is at 5. So there's no up or down modifiers to that. So I'll say the odds are, I'd say they're likely. So I gotta get 2. 1. Okay, first yes. Okay, exceptional yes. Okay, so she's connected to the stranger. Celebrate. Illness. Ooh, I like that. Move toward the thread. Alright. Heavy. Gracefully. What can we make from that? Something about that he made her ill. The mysterious stranger made her ill. And Celebrate. Gracefully. Maybe there's some kind of dancing going on. Maybe it's some kind of weird dance that she's doing. And I'm going to have to do another card. So this is just another card to see what else I can come up with here. Maybe she's delirious. Maybe she's tracked down the stranger. Or maybe the stranger's making her... it's like she's like his slave or something like that. Who knows? Let's see. So again, I'm not paying attention to this because I'm just drawing for inspiration here. Excitedly. All right, fat, and the one before that was heavy. What was the one before? So this heavy and fat. Okay, well she's heavy set. All right, I'll be nice. I'll say she's heavy set. Okay. Action. Delay. Well, she's delaying the combat here. She's getting in the way. And the subject is plans. She's getting in the way of the plans. So she's a distraction of some sort. She's excitedly fat. I mean, that's a weird juxtaposition of words. Excitedly fat. Fat excitedly. Sorry if anyone's offended out there. These are the cards, all right? Okay. So, I use that information. That's enough cards. I'm going to have to do something with the cards here. So over here on the character list, I'm coming up with quite the character list. Put heavy, sick, woman, that's angry. And she's dancing in between Blake and the stranger. Okay? So this might be a victim of him, or she's angry and she wants to help Blake out or something. Maybe she's got the plague. So what would Blake do? Blake would say, he says to the woman, please stand out of the way. Sorry, something in my throat. Please stay out of the way. This is between me and him, and I have to get home to my drifter world. And so I'll ask a question. Does she get out of the way? So I'll say, okay, an angry, sick woman dances between them. So I'd say, since this adds a sense of unpredictability, I'd say the chaos is going to go up by 1 to 6. Okay. So the question is, does she get out of the way? And since we're at 6, I got to watch the modifiers here, because I didn't before. Sorry about that. I kind of screwed that up. But too late now. Okay, so 6 means go up 1. So I'd say, okay, does she get out of the way? I say it's 50-50, because she's probably delirious. So I need, the modifier is 1, so 2. So it goes up to 2. Alright, to likely. Does she get out of the way? Alright, NES. Okay. Alright. So yes, she does. And it's an NPC positive. Alright. NPC positive for either her or the villain. Action is proceeding. Subject is weather. Okay, it could be a storm approaching here. Tranquil, slowly. Yes, she does. But a storm is coming through. Dark clouds and lightning, thunder can be heard. And proceedings. So she does, and she allows for the proceedings, slowly dances up to keep going. Now, let's see here. 1 to 8 is the expected. So yeah, she could be a victim of the mysterious stranger. So that's part of the scene here. Alright, see what else happens. Maybe there's something else interesting that happens just to make things interesting here. So let's look at the next card. Again, I'm not asking a question. I can ask, since she's getting out of the way, she could be a danger to Blake. Is she armed? I'll ask that. So I ask, is she armed? So we're still at 6. I'd say 50-50. So, but we're at 6, so it goes up to 2. To likely. Is she armed? Okay, no, but I gotta keep going. No. So she's not armed, so she might not be as much of a threat to Blake as he initially thought. But she definitely could be a victim of a plague or something to do with this person. But I don't know if Blake suspects that or not. That could be. I don't want to metagame too much. So let's see what else happens here. Again, just using it for inspiration. Description. Well, let's look at the thread. Introduce a new NPC. Action take. Pain. Energetically faded. And 1 to 8 is expected. Another NPC. Subject pain. Take. Okay, I know what that could be. Energetically faded. She's fading. Maybe she collapses. And a doctor, a local doctor, comes rushing to her aid. That's the new NPC. And wants to take the pain away. So he gives her some kind of medicine. Some newfangled kind of medicine. Maybe some sort of penicillin, or this might have been before penicillin was invented or something. We'll see. So I'll make a new character. There's got tons of characters here in this town now. Doctor. I'll just put Doc. Okay, so I'll say that's the first part of this scene, and we'll see what happens after that. For inspiration, let's see what else can we come up with. PC positive. Action propose. Some drama here. Let's see. Subject opulence. I'm not sure what that means. I'd have to look that up. Description mysteriously. Ooh. Description odd. 1 to 2 is expected. We're still in 6, so 3 to 9 is altered. What propose? I know, maybe she. I'll say this adds a little bit of comedy. She's, oh, thank you, doctor. Thank you. Will you marry me? And so she went from being real angry to maybe kind of in love with the guy because he's helping her. And And let's see here. Odd. Mysteriously. Okay, so altered. I have an altered chart somewhere. I think I might have written it down. Let me see if I have it here. Altered rules from Mythic version 2. Let's see here. Random enemy, save tests, initiative. Yeah, I should have written it down. The rules with altered. So I'm going to have to wing it. Yeah, odd, mysteriously. I'll just kind of leave it at that. It's definitely an altered scene. So, all this is a kind of a distraction. Let's see here. So, woman, sick woman. Collapses. Doc gives her medicine. I don't know if I spelled that right. Gives her medicine, and she's in love. She's in love with him. She's now in love with him. Now, this was a PC positive. So it's good because she's no longer a threat. It just kind of played out in front of him. Now, Blake could use this distraction to make a run for it and try to open the door. But I don't think Blake rolls like that. I think he's made of sterner stuff. So let's move on to the next scene. I might have a little bit more here, but we'll move on. This seems to be, I mean, unless the next card I have pertains to that scene, I'll move on to the next one. And I'll say the chaos is going to go back down to 5 because they probably go down to 5. But let's see what I come up with in the next card. Thanks for watching. I'm trying to make this a little bit more interesting so there's more to this adventure. I could have maybe tied it into the manager's girlfriend somehow. Yeah, but I don't know, stuff to think about. Keep on solo questing.